Let's do it again. What's going on, everyone? Courtney Rollins, the Life and Transitions Experts podcast host, as well as the owner of Estate Pro Service, where I help families save money and receive money for the estate's debt and inheritance. Today, really on this channel, what I do is try to find challenges that a lot of personal representatives and families are going through when they have to go through the probate process, and then I try to either share my experience or go and research and find out from the experts out there what is what are some of the solutions. I am a probate expert. That means I don't know everything about probate. But it does mean I'm committed to the process of learning and sharing what I know and sharing my experience. I'm not an attorney or a financial advisor, but I do really enjoy and think people receive of hopefully value from the content that's put out and the actual work that I do with shoulder to shoulder with personal representatives and families that are going through probate. So I'm actually going to redo a piece of content that I did yesterday because I found that I didn't have the microphone on properly. So hopefully you all can hear me out there in the world. Hopefully this will be helpful. So let's take a look. All right. So today one of the main common challenges that people face is how do you transfer the title when someone's passed away and when they're in probate. So that's what we're going to look at. And this time, hopefully, you'll be able to hear me. All right. So, probate again is the legal process of settling affairs of someone once someone's passed away. If they don't have already legal instruments in place, then there has to be a way for the estate to be administered or for the wishes, if there is a will left, for the wishes to be executed. That's why you have an executor if there is a will or a testament, or it's administered based on the laws of the state, and you have an administrator. For all intents and purposes, there is someone has a fiduciary responsibility of selling the estate. For North Carolina, this is the general process. You open the probate. You're going to take an inventory of all the assets and the that's in the estate. You'll notify creditors so you can know what type of claims or what type of debt may be a part of the estate, and then you address the debt and the taxes. And hopefully, there's tons of legacy and funds to distribute and inherit to heirs, and you do the final accounting and close the actual estate. That's for large estates. Now, there are some situations and stipulations where if the estate is smaller than $20,000 of total assets as of January 3rd, 2024, you can streamline the process. There's also uh, processes and ways where affidavit of collections, it really depends on the size of the estate and your relations to the decedent. So let's see. Let's keep rocking and rolling. So the first thing you're going to do for transferring car title is gather the necessary required documents, such as hopefully you still have the title of the car. If you need to request that, then you're going to need to go ahead and get the paperwork from the estate office to show that you have the control over the estate or you're the fiduciary of the estate, and then you can request a copy of the title. You also need things like something that shows the value, such as the insurance card, to show how much the estate is worth, and those will be very helpful as you continue the process. Next thing, you need to decide who's going to be the executor or the administrator. Quite often, again, the executor is named, or if there's multiple executors, they're named. But if there's administrators, multiple or one, we need to figure out who that is. So you need to go ahead and do that, and then go ahead and have a copy of the death certificate with you, as well as that insurance form, or some form that shows the value of the property. And you'll go ahead and that's step number three, complete the appropriate stages and forms that you need. Um, you'll take this and you'll open up the actual estate so that you can receive proof, which is kind of step five, but receive proof that you're the executor or the administrator. So I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. But step four is complete the appropriate forms. North Carolina's Form MVR 4 and Form MVR 56. Application for duplicate title if you need it to show a duplicate title, and affidavit of authority to transfer vehicles. You'll receive that. In some cases, however, you can do an assignment of motor vehicle title. That's if the car value in the total estate is worth less than a certain amount. So please feel free to reach out to me and I can connect you to some great attorneys that will be able to verify what you need and maybe point you in the right direction and save you a little bit of time and, of course, money because quite often folks want to get paid for their services, and if you're with an attorney, which are awesome resources, you want to make sure you're efficient with that time so you don't burn so much unnecessary time and fees. You will receive a letter of testamentary if there's a will, or a letter of administration if there isn't a will. But this gives you what you need to show that you have the right to manage the estate affairs, and that's what the DMV will need once you go in, turn in the forms that you just completed. All right. Um, let's see. Oh, excuse me. Of course, submit the required forms. Make sure they're filled out properly. Make sure you keep copies of them. You complete the forms, send them to your local DMV, or you can mail them in, depending on what resources or they have available at the DMV that you're using. So you may want to call ahead. The DMV, no disrespect to anyone who works in the DMV, but the DMV is not necessarily one of my favorite places. So you may want to go ahead and call ahead so you can know what to expect as far as even time waiting and what services they provide, because not every DVD DMV does the same services. Ask me how I know. So you don't want to spend that time going down there and they're not able to serve you as you thought they might be able to. You're going to make sure you pay the fee. The fees there's maybe applicable taxes. There may be some transfer fees. Good thing about the assignment is usually there aren't any transfer fees if the car is worth a smaller amount and the overall state's worth a smaller amount. You can do it without the title fees, but expect to pay title fees, transfer fees, and any applicable taxes for that. You can check the current fee schedule at North Carolina DMV website, or again, give them a call and ask what should I expect to pay, the exact amount so that you know. And hopefully you've already opened up the estate account and you're using the funds there so that you can show this isn't something that should come out of your pocket. This should come out of the estate's pocket. So you can show in one place the accounting that's going to be necessary when you do the final accounting. So make sure you keep really good records, including number 8, obtaining the new title, and make sure once it's transferred over that you verify that it's transferred over into the right person's name. And now, if you wanted to sell the vehicle, you could legally sell it, or if you wanted to keep it, whatever you need to do as the new owner, whoever the new owner is, they have the rights as any owner, right? If you do sell, go ahead and complete the sale of the property or of the vehicle. This will allow, then you can well, it depends also on if there's a will. If the will said that goes to someone, then it wouldn't necessarily have to be zeroed out of the account. But if it's being used to pay off a estate debt, then you need to make sure you keep account of that. Or if it's being used to distribute to if you're selling it so that you can take the funds to distribute to beneficiaries, you need to make sure you keep account of that as well. All right. And of course, keep accurate records, folks. You want to make sure you're documenting this because you will need to show where the funds uh, went, and this will help for future inquiries and for the legal requirements in the actual probate. All right, so it's important that you keep this process together. Feel free to go back and if you're listening to this on YouTube on the probate channel, on the Life and Transitions Experts podcast. Feel free to check out the YouTube video because I have slides and you can check out the vlog at estateproservice.com and look at the article that's associated with this so that you can have something besides you to help you keep track. If you're looking for a probate checklist, reach out to me. I have a free checklist that hopefully will help you through the North Carolina process. Even has a space where you can put in the information for the inventory that you'll later transfer over to the official inventory sheet. If you need forms, reach out to me as well. We have all the probate forms as of today, January 4th, 2024, that North Carolina uses. And of course, if you need any support, reach out to us. Reach out to me, the probate certified probate specialist in Durham County, North Carolina. But I can support in all of North Carolina, even across the nation, because this is a team sport really in these type of things. And I have a network of vetted estate professionals across the state that can support you through this challenging time. Will hopefully help make it as least challenging as possible. All right, this is the LITE Life and Transitions Experts podcast, and we always end it the same way, saying, "Let your light shine." Cheers.